Morning. We're not going to talk about breakfast on the air because I'm hungry right now. But it's still early in the day. A lot of people can go have breakfast later, so that's the way it rolls.
That's true.
This is Allison Fields, veterinarian extraordinaire. I was asking her during the break about some of the new treatments out there to treat various ailments in animals. I guess that makes sense, but I never thought of it. Cats and dogs can get arthritis.
They do. Just like we talked about earlier, we are taking such good care of them that they are aging.
Yep.
And just like us, as we age, our joints start to have issues.
Yeah.
And arthritis, dogs especially, will see it in the large breed dogs or overweight dogs that are carrying more weight than they should. Their joints really take the toll.
Before we get to the arthritis part, because that's the newest, I'm just wondering, at what age would you, with a larger dog, maybe consider doing glucosamine chondroitin with your vet's, advice on it?
I think it depends on the size of the dog. Like a giant breed dog, I think most vets would probably suggest some kind of joint supplement. 7, 8.
Do you believe it helps?
Absolutely.
So, like, for my English Bulldog, when he gets older, would we want to put him on chondroitin? Or...
Yeah, talk to your vet. There's a big difference between the ones that you can just buy, like, over the counter at Walgreens, the big bottle, and this goes for humans as well.
Sure. You
can buy a big bottle for, $19.99, 1,000 count bottle. Or you can go to GNC and buy the same ingredients for, like, $59.
Right. And you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. The cheap ones are typically manufactured. So basically a chemist in a lab is making that compound, which is that compound.
Okay.
However, the ones that typically are more expensive are, say, from natural sources.
More easier absorbed?
Yeah. There's like about an 85% bioavailability, which is how much our animals' bodies can utilize those, and the bioavailability of the natural one is about 85%, and the bioavailability of the one that is manufactured is about 15 to 20%.
Think about that. That's a huge difference.
So basically, you're just throwing money in the toilet on this one.
Yep.
So talk to your vet, but giant breed dogs, probably 7 or 8. Large breed dogs, giant breed dog would be like and maybe we would start earlier, but like a Great Dane or a Pyrenees or things, Newfoundlands, things like that. And then your large breed dogs are like your Bernese, mountain dogs, labs, Goldens, kind of that size dog. We would probably recommend 9-ish. So the older the dog gets, usually the later we go, because their life expectancy.
Not as much for Chihuahuas?
Well, no, probably not until they're like 12.
Yeah.
Okay. And it also depends on how overweight they are.
Now, the truth is, a bulldog like Dewey, those dogs have no physical problems. They're healthy. They will live a long life.
And you're smoking crack.
How do you describe bulldogs? English bulldogs?
Well, they shouldn't be extinct. It's true.
Think about that. And she's right. They wouldn't exist without humans.
No, if you go back and look at a picture, which are kind of hard to come by because not really everybody had cameras 100 years ago, but if you go look at a picture of an English bulldog from 100 years ago, side by side to what they look like now, it's totally different. We have ruined that breed. I mean, it literally, left to its own devices, that and Frenchies probably would not, they would be extinct if it weren't for artificial insemination and C-sections, because most of the time they can't even get themselves pregnant, and then they can't have the babies.
That's why that breed is so expensive. One of the reasons you've told me is that most of the breeding happens with insemination, artificial insemination, and then they have to deliver by C-section. You combine all of that, that is expensive. And so, I mean, you're talking English Bulldog puppies are like $2,000.
Yeah, well, the doodles are more than that. That people are paying like $5,000 for a mutt. It's a mixed breed animal. $5,000
for the what kind? The doodle.
There are all kinds of doodles. They're
very popular dogs right now.
Sure are.
You see a lot of. Hang on, I want to continue. Oh, we just lost Mary. I was going to take her call. Mary, call back and we'll take your call. So the doodles, I mean, when they do these breeds as they come about,
they're not breeds.
It's not a breed. You say a doodle is.
It is a mutt.
Mutt.
It is a mixed breed dog. It is not a breed. It is two breeds. Together.
That's basically what they are, which is fine. They're wonderful dogs. They're smart. They're a good mix.
But why are people? I mean, I just don't understand that people are paying like $3,000 to $5,000 for a mixed breed dog when they could go to the shelter and get a mixed breed dog for $75 adoption fee. And it's already been spayed or neutered.
Yeah.
It's already had shots.
Yeah.
It's on heartworm prevention.
I don't understand anyone paying several $1,000s for a dog, period, whether it's purebred or not.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but okay, I interrupted you as you were making your way toward joint.
Oh, joint. Okay, joint stuff. So, dogs, depending on how overweight they are or how large they are, we usually like to start on a joint supplement, which includes chondroitin and glucosamine, but also some other things. But the newest thing that we have right now is cats. They're always the red-headed stepchild of the vet world. Cats get taken to the vet less. They don't go as much as dogs. Cats, you know, they sleep in the corner. They don't really seem to cause a whole lot of problems. But as they get older, they develop arthritis. I mean, think about, they have been jumping up and doing all the things and little ninjas running around your house for many years. And they get really bad arthritis. And we have not had anything that is long-term for cat arthritis that is labeled for long-term use in the United States. Dogs have it. Dogs have multiple options.
They do? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But cats now do.
Cats. We have a monoclonal antibody. That's the big, you know, rage and drugs right now for cats that is an injection. So we give an injection and then we give it, it's once a month. And we have started it in one of our clinic cats who's, I can't remember if he's 17 or 18 years old.
Wow.
I'm thinking about taking it away from him because he's now into everything. Like, he's much more active.
He feels so much better.
We came in, he didn't used to be able to get up in my office chair. And we came in the other morning and he's sleeping in my chair. So he's jumping places that he has not jumped in several years. So we're really excited about it. But it's new. It's called Silencia.
Okay.
And you have to get it through your vet. It is an injection, but it doesn't seem to have any contraindications. Like most cats at that age typically have some form of renal or kidney issues or low grade start. It does not have any contraindications with that. So we're really excited about it. It's something that's going to be great for the kitties.
Because I never thought about it. So if you have a cat that maybe has slowed down with age, you think, oh, well, it's just old age. It might be arthritis, and this could help. That's awesome. This, by the way, this is just our last segment with you because we have former congressman coming on after you. It's a tough act for him to follow, but he's going to have to do it.
He'll try. He'll probably do okay.
All right. So
it's not as funny.
Someone else messaged us and asked this question. Can dogs or cats get shingles?
No.
No. Can they get chickenpox then? Apparently they can't.
It's the same virus.
It's the same virus, right. So to your knowledge, that's not ever been something like that?
No.
Is there anything else you would vaccinate a dog against besides, say, things like rabies?
Yeah.
Flu?
They have their flu vaccine for dogs, and then there's distemper parvo and lepto.
Have you done that like with your dog? Have you gotten flu shots for? So I don't know that I've ever done a flu shot.
We've had. It depends on lifestyle. So if your dog never really leaves your house or doesn't go to the groomer and doesn't go to doggy daycare or something like that, or doesn't go to the dog park, your kids probably don't need it. I mean, what do? Go to Chick-fil-A on Saturday morning against my advice, by the way?
Yes. They love pup cups.
I know.
That whipped cream is out of control. Biggie Smalls.
I know.
He wears it.
I know.
How do you feel about pup cups? And be honest, I want the truth.
I mean, pup cups are much less offensive than the Chick-fil-A biscuits.
I usually eat the meat and give them a biscuit.
That's not what you put on your Facebook.
I give them the little honey
and they
biscuit.
Get their...
Well, they get the honey biscuit.
Well, in any event...
Or is a Hawaiian biscuit, whatever.
Oh, yeah, they are so good.
They are yummy, but it's against your advice. Plus, tortellini Alfredo with a veal inside is not something for a bulldog.
He likes to just do this to see if he can get a rise out of me.
There are people out there watching right now that do occasionally give their animals table scraps and food, which, by the way, real quick, as we wrapped it up. Don't do it especially unless you like a nice expensive case of pancreatitis. Thanksgiving is coming up.
Try to stay away from that because if your dogs always eat dog food and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, honey, let's give the dog all of this stuff. You're going to be at the vet within 24 to 40 years.
Do you guys actually gear up for that the day, Thanksgiving? You know you're going to get calls.
You know how there's Black Friday and the rest of the world for shopping? We have Brown Friday. Diarrhea and vomiting. All
so you guys are busy on Friday.
Facebook groups have. Get ready for Brown Friday.
So no doubt, I love that Brown Friday. So will you have cases? Beyond a shadow of doubt, you work in a very successful practice.
Usually, I don't see them as much on Friday.
Okay, when
to be
will
honest,
they come in? Maybe?
Saturday and Monday.
Really?
Usually, it's a couple more days.
Can pancreatitis kill the animal?
Yeah. It's also very painful.
Oh, okay. It's
Talk to somebody who's had pancreatitis.
The richness of the food, something they're not used to, hits them, gets in the intestine.
Hey, I have a trivia question for you.
Okay, shoot.
What's the most common cause of pancreatitis in people on the island of Trinidad?
Well, now, the island of Trinidad threw me for a loop there.
Sorry.
Okay, and it causes pancreatitis, which is a rich food or something like that. I'm trying to think, what is Trinidad Tobago? It's kind of tropical. Is it some kind of seafood that they're eating too much of?
It's the sting of a specific scorpion.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
How does a scorpion
sting? If you're ever on
sting?
Jeopardy, you will now. It wasn't a Jeopardy. It was one of my emergency things. I don't know.
How does that cause pancreatitis?
It causes something in the body
to react, even though
reacts to the pancreas. I'm unclear, but that is one of the most common causes of pancreatitis on the island of Trinidad.
Well, you say stinging, and that's interesting. So stinging bugs around here. Do you ever have any animals come in that have been bitten by a venomous snake? Have you seen any of those? Or reactions to, let's say, bee stings. My dogs have been stung by our bees. Okay, they get into the beehive and they look around. They get lit up. And in the past, we took them to the vet and they said, just give them a Benadryl, their face will go down. And it did.
Yeah, you have to be aware of how much it's swelling, because at some point if it starts swelling enough that they can't breathe, if it's occluding their airway, which is when going to the vet, the injection works much quicker than the pill. But yeah, we see insect hypersensitivities all the time with swelling hives all over their little bodies.
A lot of people, allergy reactions. So just go, and the vets can help you. Speaking as someone who's gone into anaphylactic shock.
Have you?
Okay, yeah.
What are you allergic to?
Well, I was allergic once to bees, and I got lit up with the bees. But I've been stung by bees since and haven't had a reaction, but I still have EpiPens. Are there EpiPens for animals?
No.
No.
EpiPens for animals are get your vet to write a human EpiPen prescription. You go to the pharmacy, and they're like $600.
They've come down in price now, but for a while they were crazy.
And
but yeah, you
honestly,
did not use it. Wait, you would use a human EpiPen on an animal?
Yes.
It would work, I guess.
I mean, on a big dog.
Yeah, big dog. Okay.
But honestly, I've never scripted one out because I've never had a dog who had an anaphylactic reaction to it.
Well, yeah, it's no fun. Allison, our conversation to me is not only entertaining but enlightening.
Right.
I enjoy the time you come on and spend with me.
Yeah, I enjoy being here.
And I wish we had one more segment, but
we don't.
Former Congressman Bob Clement's coming on, so we'll have to bring him on.
Whatever.
Keep it here. It's good seeing you.
It's good to see you.
I'll see you again in a month, all right? Take a break.
Here.
Be back with the good congressman right after this. Stay with us. Thank you.